What's up everyone? Today we're going to be looking at my solution for keeping my rig quiet and cool, and that is the Cryorig R1 Ultimate. We're going to be comparing it to the H110i GT from Corsair, which is what I have currently installed in my main computer. The H110i GT performs real well, but that buzzing sound coming from the water pump is just annoying to say the least. So we're going to install the R1 Ultimate to see if it lives up to its name. By the way, you can pick this up online for around $95 at the time of making this video. So let's go ahead and look inside the box. The first thing that caught my eye upon opening this box is how well packaged everything is. I like to see that. It says a lot to me about the company at first glance. This box here contains all the accessories that you'll need to mount your heatsink. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what the accessories look like. First, we're going to be looking at the mounting brackets for an additional fan in case you want to add another fan to your heatsink. And then the Y splitter for 2 fans and one fan header on your motherboard. And the mounting tool. Then you have your registration card with an alcohol pad also, and some rubber mounts for your fans. Next we have your AMD backplate, and then we have the Intel backplate. This is for LGA 1150, 1151, 1155, and 2011. Next you have the screws that you will need for mounting your heatsink. And I also want to mention that included with this kit you have a thermal paste CP7 included, but we're not going to use that today. We're going to use MX4. First, I'd like to say that aesthetically, this cooler looks beautiful with this black and gray theme. The build quality feels solid. Unlike other heatsinks that I have owned in the past where the fins are easily bent, that is not the case with the R1 Ultimate. And this thing is not light either, weighing at 450 grams. Here you can see the 7 nickel-plated copper heat pipes. The 140mm fans are some of the quietest I have tested, and they seem of high quality build as well. Keep in mind that this shiny plastic area on the top is a fingerprint magnet, so get ready to do some wiping after you're done installing this thing. Unfortunately guys, my main camera battery died, so I'm recording with my phone for a while here. These are for mounting your backplate on the CPU side of the motherboard. Remember, you only need to finger tighten these here. These are for holding down the brackets that you'll need to mount your heatsink onto the CPU. And as I said, we're going to be using Arctic MX4. Here you have to hold this heatsink firmly down over the CPU because it wants to move around as you're pressing onto those screws. And remember that while you're screwing down your heatsink onto your CPU, guys, you need to go back and forth from one screw to the other. You know, give it a couple turns and go to the other screw. Don't do one screw at a time all the way, because then you'll have uneven dissipation or spread of the thermal paste, and it just won't be mounted correctly. I also found out that it's easier to install this if you just remove that middle fan. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time getting your screwdriver in there and, you know, trying to mount this thing on. Alright, so now this thing is up and running. It's installed. It looks great in my opinion. It's one of the best looking CPU coolers that I see out there, at least air coolers that I've seen out there. I'm very happy with this, with the aesthetics, and so far the noise level. It's a big difference from my H110i GT. Alright, so now it's time to put this thing to the test and see how it performs. Here we're going to be running Prime 95 small FFTs for maximum heat. One thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is that this is a synthetic, you know, stress test. You're not going to see these temperatures and this wattage of 166 watts on an everyday basis on a average day of gaming, or, you know, just regular computing or even video editing. So just keep that in mind. So there you have it, guys. Now what do we make of these numbers? Well, first, remember that the R1 Ultimate is not a water cooling solution, and for being a tower heatsink and keeping a CPU running at 166 watts under 90 degrees Celsius is rather very impressive. The H110i GT was hit with only 162 watts and it hit 82 Celsius. So does the R1 Ultimate live up to its name? I'll say yes, and it looks great as well. I highly recommend this CPU cooler to anyone looking to build a quiet performance PC. That's all I have for now, guys. Remember to hit like if you liked the video, and please subscribe for more videos coming up soon. Until then, take care and I'll see you soon. Goodbye now.